Alright, let's start from the top. We'll start from the top. This looks like a banger, though. Hold on, stop spoiling shit, man. We're reading them, okay? We're reading them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not reading all this. There's a lot to read. I'm not reading all this. It's talking about TTK changes. They're trying to make people tankier. Okay, cool.
Come, the party's this way.
Offlane jungle Richter buffs. Okay, they're open up really big. Okay, cool.
Come,
They want to shift to retire TTK. Okay, that's fine. That basically just, I think that's what it is. Dude, Ray wrote these. Ray's the GOAT. Love Ray. Yo, hold on, I gotta save this. Gotta save the cutout, you know? So I don't forget them. Need those for YouTube thumbnails. After casting ability, she gains 37% attack speed. That's actually quite a lot. 10 plus 10% magic damage. It just seems like she gets mana back on basic attacks. That's kind of busted. It kind of seems like Muriel passive, though. The attack speed percentage is actually kind of nuts, though. Yo, King. Tristo, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it. Just auto attacks. Q. It just does magic damage. Doesn't blind. Oh, wait, no, it is. Okay, it is a blind. Never mind. I didn't read that line. I can't wait for my monitor to be turned off. At least it's not fucking 2 seconds like it was in OP, man. That shit was nuts. Send me around. No problem, no problem. Energy Lance, yeah. 20-second cooldown level 1, though. Kind of nuts. 8 stacks for 1.25 seconds. The next instance of damage, excluding the Energy Lance, will deal bonus damage. So you root them, and then your next damage does more damage. I wonder if this includes auto attacks. If that includes auto attacks, it's kind of nice, I guess. It also doesn't say it has to be your damage. It could be your teammate's damage, I guess. Interesting. Plus a link to get physical power. Where's my magical power, bro? Buff me as a mage, please. Link we're gonna phase gets out of range or hit by a silence or hard CC, excluding the root. I wonder if Riftwalker takes it. If Riftwalker takes it, that's tech as fuck. Reactivate pulsar ally. Cool, cool. Pays overcharges, granting both 120% attack speed, 120% movement speed, 20% Omni Vent, 8 seconds. It just gets worse the more I read it. What the fuck? Yo, what? What? It gets worse the more I read it, man. The movement speed is way too much. The attack speed is too much. What? You ult and you become a superhuman. What the fuck is that? What? The rest of her kit's actually not that bad, but this ult is insane, bro. What the fuck? Why? That is actually insane. That is actually insane. This is the icons. I wish we could see like a full picture of the skin. Is it just the end of season rewards? Cool. Competitive nights. Starting April 27th. 3 hours every Thursday evening for Europe and NA East. Why is it Thursday? I feel like this is a weird day. Why not on Friday? Why not on the weekend? I feel like Thursday's a weird day. Farming parties at 5. What time though? Doesn't say what time. It just says 3 hours. What time? Is it separate for Europe and NA East as well? What time? I'll start with the same matchmaking score. Okay. I feel like there's missing information there. Thursday? Yeah, I feel like this is a weird day, right? Kira's broken until I nerfed her. Disagree. I don't think Kira was actually that busted. I think people just didn't know how to play against her. Replay system. Cool, cool. Replay keybinds are not displayed in game, but it'll be in the future. I should probably save these sheets at some point, but I don't really use replay anyways. It's cool that you can use it with the controller, though. That's pretty PogChamp. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We'll see how that actually is in game. That's kind of hard to see like in text without actually seeing a thing. Public API, yo. Both the spectator and the wait, is it replay? Hold on. Replay and spectator. Wait. You can watch your recent matches. I fucking told you this was gonna be in here, crazy. You thought I was tripping. I said I bet they're putting replays with spectator. You thought it was just gonna be spectator. It's replay and spectator. I told you that was gonna happen. I told you not to fucking sell them short. I was like, I don't think spectator would be that hard, but replays are harder. And you agreed, and you were like, I don't think there's gonna be replays. I told you, replays and spectators, man. I had faith. I had faith. I had faith. That's what's up. And they had the API. This is both the two main things that they missed from the season 1. So I'm glad that they had both of those in this patch. That's huge. That's huge. The hunt profile icon. All right, this icon's actually sick. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually like that a lot. I'm probably gonna use this. I like that icon a lot. Wish Shinbi would look at me like that. No cap. What is API? So you can see like people can make like third-party websites while seeing like your stats, like your character stats, your win rates, your elo, all that kind of stuff. If you want to make like a third-party website, all that kind of stuff, all the background stuff that they have basically. That fucking icon's sick. Couple skins, several 3 color. Who cares? These are all recolors. It looks like. I mean, I'll take a Sev skin. The Faye skin, I don't really care about. Don't really play the Faye that much. Change Sparrow portrait to help her stand out. I hope they didn't make her fucking toasted like Fang Mao. I'm glad that they're changing it though, because a lot of the characters do look similar. Like Bellica, Sparrow, and Decker all look very similar. Map collision for the way that target's ability snap to targets. I don't know what that means. My abilities don't snap. What are they talking about? Anyways, I recommend items to include tonics. That's good. I suggested that a while ago. Glad to see that. Prove some visual effects on Sparrow's bow. Sure, don't care about Sparrow. Just had animations for Bellica's Q and Mercy's Q. Like fucking Mercy's Q. Kira's right click. Mercy's her right click. Fang out mid buffs. Bro, stop bullying the patch. Kai R&B is cleaner basically. Oh, that's huge actually. I like that a lot. That's a good thing. Because those are the abilities that drop my frames a lot. So that's a good thing. Also, what's up, Ray? Thank you for writing these wonderful patch notes. Everybody thank Ray. Crit strikes, lowering the base damage for crits. Was it 165? I actually didn't know that. I thought it was 200%. I don't play ADCs, you can tell. This attack scaling has been adjusted for various heroes. Ooh, nerfing ADCs? Question mark. Let's say their basic attack damage and basic attack damage from scaling. This is good. The second one is way more important, I think. I like that. That's a good one. Bonus physical scaling on just auto attacks, just decrease. Nobody plays Countess anyways, who cares? I said, did every character get basic power reduced by 10%? Is it just 10% across the board? His passive scaling got increased though. Crunch buffs, ew. I spit on Crunch. I'm just kidding, I play Crunch, he's kind of fun. Okay, Drongo, this is gonna take a second. 10% nerfed on auto attacks. Radius on the gag grenade got decreased again. That's a lot. It's like 100. It was 400 last patch. Now it's 300. That's like a significant decrease. That's radius, by the way, so it's doubled. It's actually like, it's actually a 400 radius decrease, or like what is it? Fucking thing decrease. So that's bigger than what it actually looks like. First shot decrease for rad rounds. Cool. Cooldown decreased. I actually like this. It's more consistent. Like you get it up more often, but it's less damage on the upfront. I actually like that. Same with the boomerang. This might actually make him more playable as a like ability-based character. Circumference. Isn't circumference like the circle, like the outside circle, not like the line across diameter? Is that what it is? I can't fucking think, man. Doing Countess 30. What if it just lower on base numbers? That's actually one of these days gonna make last hitting minions a lot harder. Thinking about it. Physical armor shred duration decreased. Cool. Didn't really care about that. They increased the damage on the ult. Nice. Lowered the distance you go back by 200 units. That's actually huge. That's a huge nerf. More mana on Fang Mao. Ew, we don't need Fang Mao buffs, dude. Fang Mao's already busted. Mana reduction. Lowered his auto attacks on the... Yeah, just lowered his auto attack scaling. I mean, Yeah, cool. Fangmao's busted though already. Don't really need him to have more mana. Whatever, Drago, everybody thinks he's so bad. True, crazy, true. Don't nerf Drongo, man. What will Survivor play? Increasing, buffing Gideon. Oh wait, no, we're just changing it. Okay, we're taking the scaling from the Q, putting it on the right click. I like that. It makes it a little bit more spread out. That's a good change. Let's see, mana on Grux. I mean, Grux kind of needs buffs, honestly. This is fine. This is fine. Grux needs it. Decreasing the Q scaling, good. Nerf Howitzer, man. I wish Chloe got nerfed more. Praying to Jesus. They nerf Civ. I haven't gotten there yet. Probably, I would imagine. Wish Chloe got nerfed more. Kind of a cringe character, honestly. Chimera, increasing the Q scaling, and the Cleave. The Cleave is a big one. His early game clear is ass, and that helps a lot. Damage on the RMB. This actually does double damage when people are low, so this is like a 20 damage increase when you think about it. It's a little bit more than the numbers actually say there. Kira nerfs. Damage type from magical to physical. I wonder why they did that. I wonder what the reasoning for that is. Does less damage per stack, less scaling. No, they increased the scaling, but they lowered the base damage. That's fine. Lockout window. I don't know even what that means because I don't play the character. I assume that means you can turn more, like, quickly. If you read the context, it says, does it? Wait, what was I talking about? Restrictions will slightly impact Clary's ability to output damage and clear the jungle. It should be marginal due to her preferred play pattern. We'll be keeping an eye on her and revisiting her in the future. She requires compensation. Yeah, I need to be compensated. Where's my compensation, Ray? Nerf her, man. Golden Destroy decreased from 2010. Why? Bellica's already good. This should actually... This is a... Revert this, please, before the patch goes live. This is not necessary. Please revert this. Bellica's really good right now. Please revert that. That's like the only punishing factor of the drone. Please revert that. I put in hours for context and I ignore it. Bro, I'm not reading the context, man. I don't read the context at Smite. I'm not reading the context here. Dybri, thank you for the follow. I'm reading the numbers, man. I'm looking at I'm a numbers guy. What do you want me to do? Let's see. Murdoch reduced the root duration, lowered the radius on it. Slow immunity. Oh, thank God they removed the slow immunity. Actually makes Murdoch giga busted with the slow immunity. Thank God they nerfed that. The root I actually think was fine. I don't think they really need to change it. I think maybe just put a cap on how many you can place would be better instead of having a scale with cooldown. RMB. They're lowering the cooldown. Wait, they're lowering the base. They're increasing the damage, but lowering the fall off range. Let's wait. So it's less damage at range, but up close it's more damage on a lower cooldown. But they're lowering the scaling. Okay, so it's like the same damage actually. It's just worse at range. Okay, that's. I feel like there's a lot of numbers there to just say it's worse at range. There's a cap 3. I'm pretty sure there's not. I'm pretty sure I've definitely seen 4 down at once. It's based off cooldown though. I think it's better at range. Wait. Oh, I read this wrong. I read it backwards. Sorry. I read it incorrectly. My mistake. You're right. It is worse at range. I thought this was saying that the damage the damage falls off closer. Like it falls off after 50% distance, as opposed to falling off at 6. So it like falls off closer to you. That's what I thought it was. I read that incorrectly. Not the damage at range is decreased. I read that incorrectly. My mistake. What am I gonna do when the game goes down for a few hours? I mean, if it goes down at 10, I don't stream till, or it goes down at 7, I don't stream till 10 anyways, so like, whatever. If not, we'll just play some like TFT or something. Yo, decreasing Narb's auto attacks? Why though? No, what did Narb do, man? How am I supposed to jungle him now? When people are like, oh, play Narb jungle, how am I supposed to do that now? Unnecessary, man. And he's melee support. I actually don't think this is necessary at all for Narbash. Link targets. Wait, she's getting a buff in the same patch? Wait, what? Question mark? I feel like that's not supposed to be in here. I feel like this is something from internal testing. I don't think it's supposed to be in there. Rampage nerf's good. Probably should have nerfed them again, honestly. Again, I think the rock should scale based off either distance or levels on stun duration. But other than that, Rampage is actually fine. They just nerfed the stun duration. Nerfing Rev. Why are you nerfing Rev? Wait, Rev was fine. People are just bad against Rev, and they just int to him. Higher crit modifier? Wait, no. Higher early game. Worse late game. I actually don't think Rev needed nerfs. I think Rev was actually in a really good spot. People will disagree with that, but I don't know. Not base physical scaling for levels? Wait. Base crit only affects when you buy physical. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how am I supposed to jungle them? If I jungle them, and I build crit and Arbash jungle, you know what I mean? How am I supposed to clear the way? How am I supposed to clear the jungle? Or if I get like a Requiem, right? Like that's a nerf to Requiem indirectly. Crit Narv Dedge. Bruh. Pain. Base health regen decreased. Base mana increased. Base mana growth increased. Base mana regen decreased. Okay, so you have less sustain but more upfront mana. They increased the scaling on a shield. PogChamp, actually massive. We like that. Big fan of that. I'm a Richter enjoyer myself, you know. Mana decreased on the E, like that. You can max it in support now. There's 20% additional damage to minions. Holy fuck, IDOC's going crazy next patch, man. This is an IDOC patch if I've ever seen one, man. This is an IDOC patch. Crazy, get IDOC on the phone, man. He's getting pulled up to the main roster. Minion healing decreased from 10 to 5. I actually kind of dislike this. Ray, have you guys thought about making this scale off levels? Make it 5 to 10? Have you thought about that? Or make it like 2 scaling to 10, like 2% early game, and then each time you put a point in it, it scales up to 10? I think you guys should do that, as opposed to just 10 to 5, personally. Because I think that would add to the skill floor, or make it like you get 2% for each like stat, like tier of shoulder pads. So it's still like a high skill ceiling, but lowers his early game potential. So it's like at 30 stacks, you get, 3%. At 60, you get 6% on your Q, etc. You could do stuff like that, too. Those are just my ideas. That's all. Just thought I should give my opinion. Shimby, you're nerfing my wife. Kind of disrespectful, honestly. The passive applies a stack of track. That's actually huge. That's a big one, actually. This basically means when you hit the big hit of the passive. I assume this is only on the big hit, right? Not on like the regular hit that does like 12 damage or whatever. On the big hit, I assume this counts for, and this basically means you get an extra stack on your ult. So like if you full combo somebody, you'll actually get to 8 stacks. If you hit like 2 dashes, your full E in a Q. I think get stacks off items triggered by bruh, stop trolling, man. That'd be a big nerf to not make the character busted. I mean, that is a big nerf because if you hit 6 like let's say you hit 6 minions and the other person, you're getting 25% off the person, and then you're losing like what is that, 30% lifesteal off minions, basically. Whereas before you'd be getting 60% of the damage, basically. Well, not like of the damage, but like 10% per minion. You know what I mean? It's a big difference when you're actually trading in the wave. I feel like that's a big mid lane nerf, like especially. You lose a lot of sustain from that. Sparrow, cool. I don't think Sparrow's busted, so like you probably don't even need to do this to Sparrow. Low key, kind of an awful character. Shield duration. I don't even think you need to nerf Steel. I'm actually curious as to why you guys are nerfing Steel. I feel like Steel's not good. I think Steel's actually like pretty bad as well. I don't think Steel actually needs a nerf. Just my opinion. Mana cost decrease in the E. Necessary? Probably, because Reclamation kind of kills her ultimate. Also makes her really strong in lane. This makes her really strong in lane because you can miss the E now. You don't have to hit it every time. You can miss more. That's why you can actually just max the E now unpunished, basically. I don't dislike it because you kind of need the buffer, but still. Alright, let's go. Item, Sentry, lowering the duration by 3 seconds. Good, probably needed. You could literally deward like the entire map with 1 Sentry. Faye S tier. Faye's definitely not S tier, but she's much better now in lane. You can get a lot more value out of her early game. Sentry, I don't even think Sentry's that good, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'd rather have more words. More wards. Sentry's only good late game. Change my mind. Early game Sentry, you know you're getting ganked, or you don't. Like, the wards aren't helping you there. Let's see. Passive gold from Crest. This is support Crest. You get less per stack, but it evolves faster. They didn't change the upgraded version. Wait, this actually is a nerf to Fae. Because you get it. Wait, is it the same? Is it the same amount of duration that it takes to get that? Is that the same? Was that 12? Okay, it's the same, actually. Never mind. I thought it was a nerf to Fae. Yeah, it evolves at the same time. Yeah, it's not a bit. I thought this was you get it earlier, which would kill the Fae more because you'd get reclamation faster. Never mind. Brulax. Physical power decreased, health increased, removed the attack speed. Wait, why did you nerf Brulax? I think Brulax was terrible. I think Brulax should have been buffed, actually. I'm actually surprised you guys nerfed Brulax. Say Mr. Eden, there's no change to Fae. Debatable. Because you can E, you can use other abilities like more reliably. Because you still lose some, even if you hit it. You still lose 25%. So it is still like a... Like, even if you hit it, you would lose 25%. Too much stat bloat and crossover abuse by carries. Bro, which carry is going Brutalax, man? Let me play against that carry, man. Liberator is so much better. Liberator is so much better. Let me play against carries going fucking Brutalax, man. This shit is troll. Oh, okay, I guess I haven't gotten to Liberator yet, I guess. Hold on. Let me get down there. Let me get down to Liberator, I guess. You might be right. Hold on, let me get down there. You might be right. Let me hold that for a second. Let me hold that thought. Lower the scaling on Eviscerator. Cool. Bye-bye, Sparrow. Okay, they decreased the lifesteal and they removed the shield level scaling. It scaled on level? I actually didn't know that. I thought it scaled on your power. Alright, now it's not as bad that you nerf Brutalax. However, I'm pretty sure Liberator is still busted. It still gives you like a mini shield, right, though? Like a base shield. Pacifier, bonus scaling by 5%. The bonus damage can no longer critically strike. So you can crit on the auto attack, but the damage that you get from Pacifier cannot crit. So you can't crit on this extra 25%. Is that right? I think that's right. I think that's how that's written. Interesting. I mean, that's kind of like a nerf to one-shot Rev, I guess. But, like, also fine. I mean, who cares? I don't play ADCs, man. It doesn't affect me at all. Let's be honest here. Witchstalker, nerf the lifesteal, increase the pen. Probably a good idea. You know, mainly crunch up using this item. Kind of busted. Especially combined with, like, Mutilator. Codex. No, you're nerfing mid lane! Revert this, man. A little too much value rid of it. Who lied to you, bro? Who lied to you about this 5 codex, man? People, if you're building 5 codex, please play against me. I beg you, play 5 codexes against me, please. I don't think it's that necessary, but I don't really care either way. Yo, Boku Games, dude. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. We're just going over the patch notes. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Codex OP. No, it is not, man. No, it's not. Thank you for the raid, though. Much appreciated.
Come, the party's this way.
All right, Iron Warbow. Which one is this? This is the one that goes into Lightning Hawk, right? Please tell me you remove the slow on Lightning Hawk. I beg. I didn't even know there was 20 base damage, to be honest with you. Increase attack speed, lower power, lower the zap damage. Cool. Where's this broadsword? This is Basilisk? Is that right? I feel like this is Basilisk, tier 2, but I don't actually know. I actually have no idea. I don't build that item. Thank you again for the raid. Much appreciated. Thank you for the follow as well. Heavy ADC incoming? You think so? Or are the ADC items nerfed? Decreased cost. Determined passive. Is Determined the movement speed one? And they decrease the mitigations. Attack speed, you lose health. Oh. This item's still good, though, I think. I think it's better as, like, a jungle item, though, now. Maybe. Like, you play like Grux or something, or Chimera or something. I feel like it's less of an ADC item now. Cost increased on Breach. I don't even see people building Breach to begin with, so I'm kind of confused by that one. Demolisher increased. Necessary for sure. Would have liked to see the crit removed on it. No cap. Lightning Hawk. They decreased the slow. Thank God. Oh, thank God. I was begging for that last patch. Decrease the scaling on my zap. That's fine. In the physical power. Cool. Kingsbane. Damage type change from magical to physical. That's a huge nerf to the item. Because you build it on ADCs, so having magical damage on an ADC, usually people aren't building magical damage against ADCs. So that's actually like a huge nerf. Because now you get like double value when you build against this item. Yo, Carlos, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome back to the bird nest. Nerf to resolution. I don't see people building resolution anyways. Attack speed on Sky Splitter. Lowered the damage on it. Sure. I don't see people building Sky Splitter anyways. Viper ability haste removed. I didn't even know that that item gave ability haste. Tainted rounds. Change from physical. Increase scaling? This is on the dot that, like, it does extra bonus damage, right? Wait, I'm so confused by this. Okay, so the initial hit is 25, and then it adds an additional 12%. Is that correct? So it's going from 12% plus 25 to 20 plus 15. So it's a 2% nerf? I don't know exactly how that number works. Second line should be crit scaling. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's a good change, actually. Less crit scaling. Okay, that's a good one. That could rip your Feng Mao build. Yo, true. You can't go Sky Splitter against Feng Mao. Very true. Endless passive. Is this the no longer shields on takedowns? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good nerf. That's really the OP ability about Terminus, to be honest. You get a shield in the middle of a team fight. And it's on takedown, so you don't even have to get the kills. You could probably actually just change this to you have to get the kill, specifically. And it'd probably be fine. Probably don't even have to, like, fully remove it. Vanquisher, lowered, increased the pen, but lowered the power, sure. Not sure how that really affects the item. Because I don't play DCs. Deathstalker. This is the 1v1 item, right? Like, you get benefits from being 1v1. Oh, no, this is the one that makes you do true damage when you hit people a bunch. Sure. I don't ever see this built. It seems like a buff, but also kind of a nerf because you lose haste and you want to hit people fast. So, like, I don't really know how much of a buff that is. This also means you can't build it on Gadget now. Yo, cat food, big double up, man. Let's see, Basilisk. Increase the health. Yo, Grux is back in the menu, boys. Just kidding, they nerfed the tier 2. Kono's ability to stack, let's see. Change from dealing and receiving any damage from any source to dealing damage with basic attacks and abilities to enemy heroes or monsters. So it doesn't stack when you get hit anymore. And it only stacks for 5 seconds, even if you're in combat. Is it out of combat after 5 seconds anyways? I thought that was just the same. Maybe out of combat's 8 seconds. Tainted Scepter, Blight duration increase, that's good. Anti-heal's always a good thing, I think. XP per minute on Cyan buff decreased. Oh, rip Guru, man. No longer get to go over there and take his Cyan buffs. Pain. Gold buff decreased the health growth, so they made it squishier. It decreased the gold per minute. Significantly, actually. It's a significant decrease. I mean, I guess if it's squishier, it makes sense. And then some bug fixes. Any major bug fixes. Prophecy's passive was just incorrectly setting 75. Cool. Basilisk. Yeah, where's the World Breaker fix? World Breaker's written incorrectly on the main menu. Unplayable game. It's written as 4 stacks in the game, but 5 stacks in the menu. Unplayable. Basilisk was granting 350. That seems like actually like a huge bug. That actually seems like Basilisk now got nerfed. I'm thinking about it. Vision breaks after disconnecting. Sure. Players are able to reconnect. That's a big one. I had that happen to me the other day where somebody was in my game and they DC couldn't rejoin. Or to pull out another realm, leaving the target trapped inside. That's kind of funny. Rogue positions crest quickly stack with Kira's Mercy. Interesting. I thought that was intended because I thought Mercy was counted as an auto attack. I thought that was intended. This means that you can stack with Rogue's Crest too. Rogue's Crest, I imagine. Which means you could go Witch Stalker on her. Fix the bug causing augmentation, passive to working properly. I never had that bug. Maybe it was conditional, or maybe it just looked like I didn't have the bug. Correct refunds have to cool down when hitting a target. Good. Drift, crunch, recrunch, not triggering augmentation. I heard about that one. Fix bug causing hunt to not show its evolution in the items tab. Never seen that before. It's called accept our toxic description, not displaying the magical penetration as percent pen. True. I complained about this like a month ago. Tonic sub core items placed middle recommended slot once player is full tier 3 items. Good. That's not even a bug fix, that's just like added to the patch. First Shattered bonus movement speed was being applied to Tectonic Mallet's power conversion passive. But you get bonus movement speed from Tectonic Mallet? Oh wait, from Earthshaker? I'm so confused. I assume this means that your ult does more damage, because it was like messing up with Tectonic Mallet's power. This means that the field the ability and does not count towards... okay. So you get movement speed in the ability, but you're not actually like getting movement speed, it's just part of the ability. So you don't get the benefit on Tectonic Mallet. Is that why it was executing above the threshold sometimes? What are my thoughts? Overall, pretty good. It's one of those things I want to try. Fix a rare bug that caused basic text to incorrectly trigger with no player input. I definitely have had that. It almost seems like my auto attacks bug out. It was a good one, though. I like that. It's a good patch, I think, overall. It's one of those ones where there's so many changes, I need to play on it, I think. But a lot of it, like, mid didn't change at all. There's actually, like, no mid changes. Other than the tier 1 books, other than the codex change, I don't think there's any real mid changes. And then, like, the Faye got buffed a little bit. She was bad, though. Shinbi got buffed a little bit. Wasn't really be playing a lot. And then Bellica got buffed for some reason. Kind of hope they revert that before it goes live. Oh, Howie got nerfed. Gideon got, like, changed a little bit. Not really a big change, to be honest, in mid all around. But I like it. Overall, good patch. Bellica buffed. Yeah, you get less gold now when killing the minion. Or killing the drone. Yeah, overall, good patch. I like it. I think it's good.